lovely friend has brought me to the village of Bartonley. We came here in the winter and I made a couple of recordings down Mill Vale. But at present we are up in what is the heart of this tiny village. And in England, a lot of villages are growing, and my own is a good example of this. They're building new houses. They've not stopped building new houses for years. And most have a couple of cars. There's no occupation locally, so extra traffic. You know the scenario. And the town of Sandbach and Middlewich, I reckon they'll join soon because the housing estates are coming out from both sides. So schools, all the services are under pressure. But some villages, like this one, haven't grown. We've gone along the road both ways, and there are apparently only 400 people in the village. And the majority of the houses are these glorious magpie black and white houses. They look beautiful. We've got some villages in UK that have been buried, so they've disappeared completely, and the ones I'm thinking of is a village, I can't remember its name, that was buried underwater in 1944-45 for the creation of the Lady Bower Reservoir. There was great excitement when it was exposed in a drought in 2021. So this village in the past, there's a big pamphlet, 70 odd pages, which is a big pamphlet, that gives great detail of the village in the past, of its history, and I'll give the link to that on the written piece. It has at present a population of about 400, which in fact has gone up since 2011. Whoops, I'm going on the tilt. It's got the pub, the White Lion. It used to be a pub opposite, apparently, as well. It's got the church that I just film in. Most of the houses were built in the 19th century for crew estate workers. And the guy who wrote the book, one Charles Ferry, the booklet rather, describes the village as old, quaint and picturesque, which I think is about right. But in the 1760s, it used to have 4 pubs. Can you imagine? Tiny village with 4 pubs, all described as being within easy walking of one another. A number of schools and a village well. That was somewhere over this bridge. I think it's in the middle of a field. I don't know if there's access to it. I'll have to try and find out. But I have visions of them gathering around the well and chatting and nattering and catching up on the news. We know about the second pub beside the White Lion because the parish clerk, one Robert Barnett, who was in roll from 1680 to 1683, he lived in the Clerk's Cottage, which is now this White Lion pub. And we're told that he and his pupil, Margaret Skerrett, were caught, and I quote, in an upstairs room in Mrs. Holland's alehouse. Whoops. So on that note, I think we will gloss over the role of the clerk They had several jobs to do, but I don't think that was one of them. And I don't know what happened to him. Right, I've got steep steps to go down. So I will say cheerio for now and go and find out where my companion is and go down the lovely valley. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.